interesting interview that I just came across on the Boxing Voice. It seems like shout out to the Boxing Voice. I'm actually going to leave the interview link in the description like I usually do. That they caught up with Bermane Stiverene. Apparently, it looks like they was at the McGregor Mayweather, which the Mayweather media workout. They caught up with Stiverene. You know, he works out of that gym. And they caught up with him and they asked him a couple questions about Deontay Wilder situation. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, and we back with that real boxing talk with the boxing clinic. You dig? And you know, basically, he said that Deontay Wilder can't fight unless he says so, and he goes on and make a lot of claims. But you know, he says that his team is working on it. He had a new manager in James Prince, and he says that in the next couple of days or a week or so, that it sounds like an agreement, you know, can be reached. And they've been working on this for almost a month now. A month as we know it. And they probably could have been working on this longer than that. And he's really like the black sheep in the sport of boxing today. And like I said, I don't know I do know what the issue is. You know, how did he get another title shot at Deontay Wilder when he fought a nobody, you know, after Wilder and hasn't fought since, you know, and had a lackluster performance? It's basically the relationship that Don King has with the WBC and Mauricio Suleiman Jr. And he also got Charles Hatley a WBC world title shot at Jermell Charlo just recently, and Hatley turned around and sued Don King. And you want to hear some more tripped out shit also? Amir Khan, who was knocked out by Adrian Granados about a year ago, who's fought like horrendous guys, who ain't fought nobody, is the number one contender to Terrence Crawford's WBC belt. And if Crawford beats Julius Ndongo coming up this week, it's fight week almost, and Crawford, you know, drops all the belts like we assume he will and moves up to 147 pounds, Amir Khan will be in the running. You know, will be the mandatory for the WBC junior welterweight title. And now you guys starting to see a trend here. The only reason Bermane Stiverene got the title shot is because of Don King's relationship with Mauricio Suleiman Jr. in the WBC. And it's the business of boxing. He goes on in an interview, interviewer asks him, you know, Team Wilder claims that they can't get somebody to buy the fight for the television network, won't buy the fight. He said they don't care about television, off the fight, you know, off TV, on TV, it doesn't matter to me. But one thing that does matter is the TV network buys the main event, you fucking idiot. And if it's on TV, it's on a network, more than likely you're going to get more fucking money. The TV network, like HBO, Showtime, CBS, Fox, ABC, they dish out the money for the main event. You know, and then the promoter pays the undercard. A lot of people don't know that. So they might say, okay, we give you $5 million for Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Just hypothetically. I don't even know that's right. The promoter say, okay, I give 2.5 to Wilder. I give, you know, maybe $1 million to Ortiz at the most. That's 3.5. Where the other money go? To the promoter's pocket. So the promoter, you know, might pocket $1 million and spend the rest on the undercard. That's why you get shitty undercards. So that's how that plays out. So he's stupid for not wanting it on TV, but he wants his title shot that he hasn't deserved. And another thing about him is he failed a drug test versus Alexander Povetkin, got a slap on the wrist, and he just so happened to miss a random drug test because when you in the WBC top 15 or the top 10, you must be enrolled in VADA. He missed the VADA drug test. And WBC swept that under the rug again. If I'm Deontay Wilder, I'm trying to take that shit to the court and get it throughout. So he shouldn't have no right. He should fall out the ranking for missing a drug test. A missed drug test is the same as a failed drug test, and it's his second fucking offense. But it is what it is. You know, so he says they should reach an agreement pretty soon. And it sounds like he's going to let Wilder, you know, fight who he wants to fight, and hopefully it's Luis Ortiz. And then eventually he's going to have to get his shot. So that's going to hold up the Anthony Joshua fight once again. I wish this guy just go a fucking way. But he's going to get enough money for where he ain't got to fight again and wait for Wilder. But we gone.